In this video, I will have a look at why it is very, very difficult for you, if not impossible, to accumulate money. Have you seen and read the stories of people that win the lottery and the terrible things that happen to them? Have you ever thought why? Don't you think it is possible that when they got all that money, they still had old beliefs about money that kept them back, or that made them lose it all again? Our beliefs govern our actions. We still hold on to wrong beliefs, then our actions will be in line with that. Our perception is our truth. So here are some reasons and beliefs about money that you may be holding on to. The first one is that rich people are bad. I grew up with this, and it still is just an excuse for you not to generate money. Because it is much easier to blame others for our shortcomings. Now, if you really think logically about this is not true. If you accumulate a lot of money just now, would you become a bad person just overnight? It is not the money's fault that make people bad. Money is the root of all evil. Well, there we go, just another excuse not to accumulate it. It is part of what we grow up with and what we are told. And that's just not true. The other classic one is, the more I make money, the less others will have. Now, that is really, really not true. If you make a lot of money, you will have the opportunity to invest that money in such a manner to ensure that others do make more. You can create jobs, you can give to charities, you can do such a lot with money, which is good. Wanting more makes me a bad person. Now, this one is deeply rooted within the way that we see ourselves. If we really and honestly believe that we don't deserve a lot in life, then that perception will be your truth, and that is what will then happen, because, as I said, we live out our beliefs. People like me do not get rich. Again, it's the poor man's mindset, that we rationalize a lot of negativity about money. A classic one, money does not grow on trees. I've heard this so many times growing up, where I wanted some money to do whatever, just go to the shop and buy some sweets. I was told exactly that. I was told that it doesn't grow on trees. Now, this is part of the scarcity mindset. If you believe that things are scarce and rare, then your actions will reflect that. Instead of holding on to a scarcity mindset, you can try and change towards a mindset of abundance, and knowing that a lot of things in this life are abundant. If we ask the universe, we will be abundantly surprised by what we get. I'm not smart enough to have money. Well, that is not true. Just do some research and you will find that there are people that are multimillionaires or even billionaires that don't have a lot of education. A lot of stuff that we are taught in school will not make us money in the real world. And you will find a lot of educated people that are poor. You will find the other way around. And you'll also find that business skills does not have a lot to do with book education unless it is within that specific field. Another one I like is that you really have to work very, very hard to accumulate money. Well, let's have a look at people that work in factories. They really work hard. Let's have a look at people that work in mines. They work equally hard. Now, working hard does not equal the amount of money that you will accumulate. Instead, you need to work smarter and then you will earn more. Have a look at just people on YouTube that for now go ahead and just copy and paste, and the amount of money that they make. So it is all about our skills in business and how we go about doing things. If you work 18 hours a day in a manual laboring job, that is not the way to grow permanent wealth. I do not deserve to be wealthy. Again, that is reminiscent of how we think about ourselves. And that is also reminiscent of what our negative self-talk can and will do to us. It is selfish to need more than you need. Now, again, a rationalization, but again, for me, a difficult one to actually overcome. I suffered with this one for a very, very long time in my life because I always tried to live for others and to give what I had. If you look at the heart of that, I now understand that no, it is not selfish. And I understand the amount of good that I'll be able to do with money. Now, please know that you deserve everything that the universe wants to give you. You are worthy and you are enough. Change the way that you look at money today and go forth and accumulate masses of it. The best of luck.